So can you give us an example just of what this looks like?
Sure. Well, I had one client, Laura, who came to me, and she couldn't stop herself from having a threesome with Ben and Jerry's every night. She would grab the carton, she would turn on Netflix, and then she would pour herself a glass of wine and another glass of wine, and no matter what she did, she wasn't able to stop herself, and she's going through menopause, and the pounds are coming on, and of course it's during COVID, everyone's wearing, stretchy yoga things, got on the scale. When she went to the doctor, realized, oh my God, I've gained 30 pounds. The interesting thing about working with her is that we didn't even address the diet. She knew how to eat right, and most of my clients know how to eat right. What we did is we addressed her life. She was having a lot of struggles, teenage girls, difficulties with her relationship with her husband, not doing enough things for herself, and we made lots of subtle changes. She started asking her teenagers to help with the house cleaning and to, do a better job with their schoolwork. She and her husband got away and had some fun. She started taking those classes she always wanted to take, made some shifts in her work, and all of a sudden she was feeling so good about herself and so good inside that she didn't need to have the threesome with Ben and Jerry's anymore.
Yeah, I love that. That's a great example. Any other examples?
Yes, I had another client who was going through major health crisis, and as she was going through the health crisis, her husband left her. He just one day had a duffel bag. He packed his duffel bag and he ran off with his massage therapist.
Oh my gosh.
And here she is, and she was a mom of 3. She had never held a job before, and worked with her to help her get through the divorce. She found a job that she absolutely loved, met an amazing guy, and really is super happy now. She just actually emailed me from Mexico and is just on a vacation and having the time of her life, and everything is really awesome in her life.
So no matter where people are, if they're feeling stuck, if they're feeling like they're in a really tough, dark time, or they just don't know where to go, they can turn it around.
Yes, and it really is so much about the mental shift that happens first. We always think that if I change the outside, if I change my job, change the relationship, then I'll feel better. But it's so much more powerful to start to love and care about yourself and know yourself. And then what happens is you start to make those shifts, or things start to come to you that are really in alignment with what is truly going to make you happy.
And how would you say, rather than just try to do it all on their own, a book, a coach, what you're doing in your work, you really help them to make that change?
Yeah, that's really why I wrote Rock Your Midlife, because there's 7 specific steps, and someone can start the book in the beginning, which actually has a whole section on getting unstuck, and go through loving themselves, knowing themselves, energizing themselves, reprogramming their brain, empowering themselves, rehabbing their relationships, and enlightening themselves, or just pick one step. Yeah. And there's lots of journaling prompts that'll really help you to understand yourself on a deeper level and know the shifts that you need to make. But again, it doesn't have to happen, and it doesn't happen overnight.
Right.
The transformation takes time, it takes work, but it can happen if you really do those things that you have been thinking about wanting to do in midlife, and you stay positive, and you surround yourself with positive people as well. That's a very important. That step 6 of rehabbing your relationships, having positive, impactful people in your life. And I think getting a coach is super helpful. Let's face it, not everybody can afford a coach. And that was one reason I wrote the book, is because you can purchase a book, maybe do it with some friends, do the exercises. I actually have a whole playbook that comes with it, so you can actually journal and really document the progress that you are making. I have had so many people say that it's helped them, but also what's been really fundamental is they see themselves in the stories that I include in my clients and my own stories. They say to me, Dr. Ellen, it feels like I'm talking to a good friend. You understand what I'm going through. I understand menopause. I understand those relationship changes. I understand the health crises. I've had 3 of them myself, so I've been through a lot, and I've incorporated all of them. But I'm here to say that midlife really does rock, and if you work on yourself and you love yourself, you really can make it the best time of your life.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.